everyone, this is Riza May C. Ruiz, your student/professor, and today we will travel through the wonders of math. Let's go!
Hi everyone, and today we will be solving quadratic equation by extracting its square roots. Let's go! What is quadratic equation? Quadratic equation can be defined as a polynomial equation of a second degree, which implies that it comprises a minimum of one term that is squared. It is also called quadratic equations. The general form of quadratic equation is ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. It is composed of three terms, which is the quadratic term equals ax squared, linear term which is bx, and constant term which is the c term. And also always remember, when we are talking about quadratic equation, it has a equal sign, since to emphasize that it is an equation and it has a squared power to the 2, and it denotes power to the 2. Now back to the topic, steps to extract square roots. Step 1, express the quadratic equation in standard form. Step 2, factor the quadratic expression. Step 3, apply the zero product property and set each variable factor equal to 0. Step 4, solve the resulting linear equation. To fully understand the steps given, we will have an example later. For our example number 1, the given terms was x squared equals 64. Since there is only two terms, we're simply gonna directly extract it too. Okay, for x squared, when you extract it, you will get its square root, which is the x. And for 64, when you extract it, you will get 8. That's why x is equal to positive and negative 8. When you wonder why it is positive and negative 8, it is simply because there will be two factors of roots for 64. It can be positive 8 times positive 8 and negative 8 times negative 8. That's why x is equal to positive and negative 8. To specify more its roots, for x sub 1, its value is positive 8, okay, for the given. And for the x sub 2, it will be negative 8. For example number 2, our given term is x squared plus 6 equals 6. As you can see, x squared has a companion, which is the positive 6. So we're going to transpose it, which you can see in the second solution. X squared will be x minus 6, since we transpose the other 6 to the other side. So then afterwards we're gonna solve this one. 6 minus 6, it will be 0. So as you can see in the third solution, we're gonna simply extract again the square roots for x squared and 0. For x squared, when you extract it, you will get x for its roots. And for 0, when you extract it, it will be the same, which is 0. As you can see, we didn't show x sub 1 rather and x sub 2 here, since you can see the equation is equal to 0 already, and it is called quadratic equation with only one solutions, because for both x sub 1 and x sub 2, there is just only one answer, which is 0. For For example number 3, the given equation is 9x squared plus 16 equals 0. As you can see, our quadratic term, which is the 9x squared, has a company which is positive 16. So we're gonna transpose positive 16 to the other side, so it will result to negative 16. And for the second solution, 9x squared equals negative 16, we're gonna divide it to 9, since our main purpose is to leave only x squared, the only x squared. So when you divide 9x squared to 9, it results to x squared. And when you divide negative 16 to 9, it will remain at ease. So x squared is equals to negative 16 and over 9. So as you can see in the fourth solution, we are going to extract now both terms. So when you extract x squared, it will result to x. And when you extract negative 16 over 9, it will remain at ease. So the final solution will be x is equal to positive and negative square root of negative 16 and over 19. As you can observe, the sign inside the radical sign is equals to negative. So in that situation, when you encounter this situation, it will be called a quadratic equation with no real solution, since the sign inside the radical sign is equals to negative. And always remember, when you extract square roots, the solution should be positive always and not negative. Okay, for example number 4, 2 times the quantity of x plus 2 squared equals 18. Since you can observe the quantity of x plus 2 squared has its companion, which is 2, so we're gonna divide both terms to 2. When you divide 2 to the times the quantity of x plus 2 squared, the result will be x plus 4 squared. And when you divide 18 to 2, the result will be 9. And since we already know the quadratic term, which is the x plus 4 squared, we're gonna extract it now. So when you extract x plus 4 squared, the result will be x plus 4. And when you extract 9, the result will be positive and negative 3. So our final solution for in this part of this equation will be x plus 4 equals positive and negative 3. But wait, since we don't know the value of roots, we're gonna solve it now. For x sub 1, x plus 4 equals 3. Since x has its company, which is 4, we're gonna transpose it to the other side. So the only remaining will be x. X equals 3 minus 4 will be x equals negative 1, which is the value for the x sub 1. And for x sub 2, x plus 4 equals negative 3. We're gonna transpose number 4, positive 4 to the other side. It will be x equals negative 3 minus 4. It will be x equals negative 7. So the final value for x sub 2 will be negative 7. So the final roots will be negative 1 and negative 7.
And that concludes our video for today. I hope you learned something, and always remember that math is wonderful to learn. Bye-bye!